Hi, I'm Deborah.
And I'm Lawrence.
And both of us are sick. Although...
Kill me. Anyways.
Although, as you can tell, he's
a
little bit sicker.
But in any case,
I put this off for a couple days because neither one of us were feeling well, but we get our Blurt box later because it has to cross the ocean. So
yeah. Well, in any case, this is December's
and
it
Blurt
is...
box or BuddyBox from the Blurt organization.
Yeah, and it's in collaboration with it's Blurt X Sonaksha, Sonaksha, and it is kind of banged up.
Yeah, they do. It did come a little banged up, but I guess during Christmas season, holiday season,
and I mean it
lot
travels over an ocean, so I mean
the last one wasn't this banged up. Give yourself space to breathe, Deborah. You deserve it and you need it, especially this month, which is so often laden with demands, expectations, and pressure.
Remember that you have more power than you think, and it's okay to say no sometimes. Give yourself a break, always in your corner with the Blurt team.
Well, that was like, remember what I was talking about with the Mind Wonder thing, about how people, especially women, are really bad at saying no to people asking them to do stuff in the holiday season.
Yeah.
There's just one thing after another. So that's a really good message for people this year. And then this is about the artist.
Hi, I'm Sonaksha. I feel bad because I am probably
butchering your name.
Yeah, an illustrator, book designer, and graphic recorder, I think. I use art as a tool to contribute to and support social justice movements. When I'm not at my desk, I can be found in the aisles of bookstores. Cool.
Me too.
No, you never go to bookstores. Read ebooks now.
This is true. But I love bookstores. It's just that
so do I.
Everything's tiring for me.
And it's expensive.
Well, it's expensive, but with MS, everything's tiring.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
Oh, so downtime. These are aromatherapy. You better read this because I can't. You know how bad my eyesight is.
Calming tea infused aromatherapy eye gels.
Okay. Well,
what? Eye gels. Excuse me.
Well, I'm guessing that you
put them over your eyes.
Yeah.
Directions: place one pair of gels onto clean, dry under eye area for 10 minutes or longer if desired. Discard after use, and massage remaining serum into skin. All right. So that's yours.
Aromatherapy.
I don't care about that kind of stuff.
Here for your.
I just see on the cover of that thing.
Especially on the ARG.
I want to read this.
Okay. Here.
Okay. Especially on the days. I hope.
ARG. It's ARG.
It's AAARGH, but I'm gonna say
like a pirate. ARG.
Shh. Let me do it my way.
Okay.
Especially on the days. I hope this card will remind that you are not alone. I'm here for you. Nice. That's comforting. It's a card you can give to somebody. You can write stuff in here, and that's cool.
Some kind of pass.
And these are actually envelopes.
So, it looks like there were 3 cards.
Yeah. This one says, "I'm sorry you had a grotty, spelled GROTTY, day. I just want to remind you that you are so enough."
Grotty's like a British.
Okay,
British thing.
We're American.
Well,
we aren't used to this.
From the UK.
It's okay if all you did today was breathe. I did nothing but lie in bed and play on my computer. So thank you for the comfort.
It's somewhat like Kate Allen stuff. It's okay if all you did today was
do nothing.
Right. Well, you don't have to. You don't have to make progress every single day.
Okay.
Space for my feelings.
Which I'm guessing just a blank notebook.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. I actually need a notebook. Can I have it?
Okay.
Yeah, just put it inside. That's mine. I need one.
Okay.
What the hell?
Patchology warm-up. Perfect 10. Self-warming hands and cuticle mask. Okay, so this is kind of another beauty thing. Macadamia oil.
Yeah, I should
shea
use
butter.
that. I have really screwed up hands.
Are they dry?
Yes, most of the time.
Then yeah, you should use them.
I'm acquiring that.
So that's
So
it's like a hand mask.
I have commandeered that.
You've commandeered this too? Okay. Well, I've got a wax bath for my hands when they're really dry.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. You put them in warm wax, and then you put plastic bags over them, and then
you dip your hands in wax, then put plastic bags over the wax.
Yeah, so the wax doesn't get on stuff.
Oh.
And then you sit there. Like if you're in a spa, you'd be probably someone would be then giving you a pedicure, and you sit there, and then when the wax is all hardened up, peel the wax off, and it takes all the dead skin. And actually, what they do first sometimes is they put moisturizer on your hands before put in the wax bath. So it really
try that sometime. That sounds kind of cool.
So I've got one of those. You can also use it for your feet. Do the same thing with your feet. So
it's a really thick book. Jesus Christ. Thick
book. It's Jane Hardy, Making Space, Creating Boundaries in an Ever-Encroaching World. You want to read the back?
So this is like a full-on book.
A real book.
We understand the importance of self-care, but how will we protect the space within which we do it? When we have healthy boundaries, we create a space between us and all else where we feel safe, clear, and confident in who we are and what we want and need. Our boundaries, the limits we place on what we will and won't tolerate, define our routines, habits, choices, parenting, jobs, relationships, everything, and there's nothing more important for our self-care. Basically, and then there's just a thing about the author being a... Oh, wait, this is written by the founder and CEO of the Blurt Foundation.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of sick.
Talks about boundaries and why they are so difficult, but it also talks about different ways to make space. So making space for who we are and what we need.
Oh, that really hurt. I did something happen with my jaw. Anyways, continue.
You need to take some decongestant.
Yeah, I know. Anyways, continue.
We've been trying to get him to take stuff.
I will heal on my own.
See.
Anyways, continue.
Making space within relationships, making space in a digital age, making space in and around our work, and making space culturally, societally, and environmentally.
Just give her a minute.
And then emergency boundaries, which is interesting. So this book is packed.
It seems like a pretty cool book.
Yeah, this is really packed. This is interesting. This is so this actually does some of what like those other workbooks we've seen. It's partly a workbook. So it's not just a passive. It's not just a passive book that you read and then that's it.
So this is the part about making space in a digital world. And some of the things here are tasks. Buy an alarm clock. Audit notifications. Enable blue light filter. Unfollow, unfriend, mute.
I think...
Shh. Curate my feed. Be mindful of my output. Check privacy settings. So some of the questions are... Install a social monitoring app like Antisocial. Log the results after 1 week. Are you comfortable with the results? Yes/no. If no, how will you renegotiate time?
Yeah, so this is, for instance, making space in a digital age. If life feels rambunctious, fast and furious, then we can look to the technology at our fingertips.
Fast and furious.
For some of the answers to the increasing pace of our days and ways, specifically our smartphones and any device which allows us to access information and communicate electronically and digitally, which actually is true. I mean, I can remember things are much more frantic for me now than they used to be, and because there's like 4 different games I'm playing on just on my phone, and like apps and Instagram and all sorts of stuff just on my phone, and that's not even counting working on my website and stuff like that. So it's and looking at news and yeah, I mean, it's definitely... So this chapter, for instance, is about not only, being mindful of how much time... It says be mindful of notifications, which I assume is being mindful of... For instance, I turn off... for the most part, I've turned off text notifications at work because it's just too distracting.
So that's why you never respond to my texts. So irritating.
I can't get any work done if every single text pops up.
So what about the texts of something important?
Yeah.
Not a good solution, folks.
I'll find it. But the thing is, it does. I mean, it's
mute notifications for everybody but me.
Definitely interrupt things. If you don't get the BuddyBox, I would say definitely check this book out because it looks it seems really, really worthwhile, and it's got a lot of information, and I think it's a book that will definitely make a difference to a lot of people. So, and then this is the zine. And this says it's focusing on, in this month's zine, carving out some me time, making a physical self-care space. Oh, that's really interesting. So obviously most of us can't afford to have a separate space for self-care, but that you can do things to change regular spaces into self-care. So for instance, if you decide like you want your sofa to be self-care, your self-care space, maybe lower the lights, move, I'm just assuming because I from what I just briefly looked up, but, move things that I think it's a move things that stress you away from the area, have a cup of tea, spend that time, so then it's still your sofa, but you're using it in a different way, and you're moving everything away that does not have to do with self-care for the time being. So,
cool.
Self-care also means taking cold medicine when you need to.
Oh my god, propaganda. This is propaganda.
I like this box better than the last one.
I don't even remember the last one.
The last one, I don't mean to get on it, but like for instance, there was a tote bag, and then there was a fabric covered, book to put stuff in, and I just kind of felt like, what does the tote bag have to do with this?
Yeah.
Whereas,
they want to include a balance of things that you actually would use that are like have a use.
Right. I mean, so that maybe something that's
utility,
really useful. Like a lot of boxes they include socks in. Like who doesn't need socks, right?
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I think the book is awesome. The zine, as usual, is really has some great ideas. The greeting cards are really nice to kind of pass on those messages to other people.
Yeah. So I personally didn't like this one as much because it was a lot of what's the best way to describe it? A lot of paper. I mean, I like more physical items that are less papery.
Right. Okay. So you.
I mean, I don't use this, but
you want
still.
More stuff that's more tactile.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure I'm interested in this.
I see your point.
But, like the book, that took a huge portion. And I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just personally, I prefer, as you said, more tactile stuff.
Yeah, so, I definitely see your point. I mean, I think that the book is really valuable. Maybe what they should have done is not have all this, a lot of other stuff be paper. You mean? Like, in other words, this is really nice.
Sure,
but
they're
maybe instead of this, a pair of socks. I agree with you. I think for a lot of people, it's
like Mindwander. Here's the thing: the difference between BuddyBox and Mindwander does a lot more of that, which I personally like. And I'm not like saying Mindwander's better. I'm not saying either is better, but it's honestly just a matter of preference for me personally. You have different preferences than me, and you viewer might have different preferences than me or my mom. So it's all up to what you like to have in these sort of boxes. And I have a specific set of things I like, and she has her set of things she likes.
But I would say with BuddyBox though, this is the one I've seen that has the most just like paper stuff.
Yeah.
So I think in general they do tend to have more a fair amount of tactile stuff.
Yeah. But Mindwander has a lot more. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think you need to look at it's hard to judge a subscription box just by 1 month.
Yeah, no.
What I would like to see actually in these, I would like to see that every month they have either a new tea or a sock. So something that's either like, that you can drink and smells good.
Yeah.
Or or the
Oh, I
socks.
thought you meant a
which
tee,
are-
like a t-shirt.
No.
Actually, they could do designs because these artists.
Yeah, but what size?
That's true.
That's the problem.
I mean,
And
they could
that's why
have.
they go
They
with
could
socks.
definitely implement that.
Yeah.
If they decided, hey, we're doing stuff with these artists, we can definitely make a cool design,
Well,
and
maybe have
then
them
maybe
do the
when you
socks.
when you order the book or order the box, you can be like, oh, what size shirt do you wear?
Yeah,
But that would be a bit more complex, but
it
it'd be kind of cool.
It would make it really complicated. That's the problem.
That is definitely the problem.
But I think what would be cool is if they had the socks designed by the artist of the month. That would be really cool. I think it would be nice to have every month to have something that's sensory. I think that they, so either tea or a candle like Mind Wander does. Or
they have a candle like every month.
Yeah, so I think that
you really like socks, but here's the thing: if you got a pair every month, you'd probably have a lot.
Well, but alternate. But I think what would be nice to have tea. But like to have a different tea, right?
Anyways, folks, this has been our review of the December 2019 BuddyBox. And in conclusion, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you want to say anything, you can leave a comment.
Ask a question.
Something. If you want to say anything to us, question, comment, anything like that, you can leave it in the comments. And if you enjoyed this content, you can subscribe. We post about once a week, I'd say.
Every week.
Yeah, once a week.
Once a week. Sometimes twice.
Occasionally.
Yeah.
And yeah, in any case, we hope that you enjoyed the video, and maybe even found it entertaining. In any case, we hope that you have a nice day.
Take care.